It is amazing to be back. Sometimes I forget that our entire industry is built on people. We're a people business and ideas, and it's great to be able to actually see other humans and share ideas with each other.
Honestly, it's amazing to be able to actually connect with people again, have a face-to-face conversation, shake somebody's hand actually, look someone in the eye and actually have a conversation with them has made a tremendous difference.
Seeing people in real life is ace. There's so many people that I have been seeing either through screen or not at all for such a long time. It's one of the highlights of the event, one of the highlights of the event.
My thoughts on the calibre of attendees is you've kind of got the cream of the crop here. It's kind of the folks that are making the largest decisions. I remember last night at the dinner, I was standing in a group of people that controlled probably 80% of the entire ads marketplace in Australia and New Zealand, which when you step back from that, it's kind of like a little bit overwhelming actually.
I think the calibre of delegates is fantastic, and I think it always has. Every year I've been coming now, which is probably 6 or 7 years on the bounce. This year's no different.
You have CEOs not only of agencies but of groups. You also have fantastic contingent of indie minds here as well. And so I think, there is no other event really within our industry where you can actually join up and meet and talk to so many senior people.
It's got a bit of a who's who, isn't it? In fact, you're wondering those who aren't here, why they're not here. So there's pretty much every single major agency group is represented, both of holding company, publicly owned or privately owned, creative, media, and increasingly on the publisher side, all those media owners that want to make connections are here as well.
A lot of people I've been meeting today are as a consequence of bumping into them last night, which means you don't have that kind of friction that might naturally otherwise appear.
I decided to come back because I think it's quite a unique proposition that you can have the big, meaty, challenging conversations in an environment where you know that the spirit is about sharing for the betterment of the industry, and you can kind of park competitive advantage a bit because you know it's not really going outside of these four walls.
I think the value of spending time with agencies in this environment is people are more relaxed. When you're away from that hustle and bustle of the city or the offices, I think people just generally have more time to think deeper, are a bit more relaxed, and I think it encourages more open conversations.
Some of the best conversations aren't in the room. Like some of the best conversations are in the bar or around the pool or just walking across the car park. So for that, it's perfect. There's nothing worse than just sitting in a room and getting spoken at for 2 days.
It is an incredibly unique event. It's one like no other that happens in our industry, where we get agencies together without the tension necessarily of clients.
There's always great content, good conversation, and as a result of those two things, the industry always really supports it. So it's a great event.
I think something that this is really important and vital for is maintaining that culture that our industry is so well known for, and really being part and being supportive and championing that is going to be vital for the long-term success.
You just make the time, you block out the days, and you know you're going to get something of value from it, and so you give it the priority that it deserves.
Google has been a part of this event since you guys kicked it off. It's a rare opportunity that they all come together where you can start having more community-based conversations about the bigger things to tackle.
Been really smooth sailing the entire time. Everything we've asked, it's never been any trouble, and value for money, right on.